Mickey 17 is equal parts Empire Strikes Back and Multiplicity, with a little Severance thrown in for good measure. Hi, I'm Mike. I studied film, I work in TV, and I love movies. Let's get into Mickey 17, starring Robert Pattinson, who plays the polar opposite in nearly every way from his Twilight character. And in case you're worried, we're not going to be talking about spoilers. Pattinson plays Mickey, a goofy, go-with-the-flow, blue-collar guy who signs on to be an expendable on a mission to colonize a distant planet. Expendable refers to the cloning technology that allows them to put Mickey in extreme, life-threatening situations, and should he die, as he often does, they have the technology to print out another Mickey, complete with the memories of the old one. Not sure if the air is breathable? Send Mickey out. Want to test what extreme space radiation does to the human body? Send Mickey out. Want to see if clone meat is edible? Give it to Mickey. Trouble comes when Mickey 17, or the 17th incarnation of Mickey, doesn't actually die after encountering an alien species on the new planet. Wait, we're the aliens, they're native, but whatever. The team back on the ship prints out Mickey 18, assuming that he got eaten, and the chaos begins. It's an interesting premise that travels down the same road as some of my favorite science fiction films. I'm currently watching Severance, which deals with an adjacent subject. If you haven't seen it, what are you waiting for? In Severance, they have figured out how to bifurcate severed employees' brains so the work half, or innie, doesn't remember anything the outie does, and vice versa. But Mickey 17 more closely resembles another of my all-time favorite movies, Multiplicity, starring the indelible Michael Keaton. The biggest difference is that Multiplicity sets up the different personalities of the clones early on.
She touched my peppy, Steve.
In Mickey 17, Mickey numbers 1 through 17 appear about the same. The film never makes the case that the clones are different until we meet Mickey 18. Mickey 18 is the Spike in Gremlins. He's aggressive and has a temper. This might be my one and only complaint about the movie, so I won't really harp on it. Mark Ruffalo plays the cultish Kenneth Marshall, leader of the colony. And it's hard not to notice the very direct lines drawn to a certain leader of the free world, complete with the red caps of his ardent supporters. No, seriously, it's Trump. Did you get that? He's playing Trump. Besides Pattinson and Ruffalo, the film stars Naomi Ackie as Mickey's love interest, Nasha, Lost's Stephen Yeun as Mickey's best friend, and Toni Collette as the co-conspiring wife and devil on Marshall's shoulder. The film was written and directed by Bong Joon-Ho, whose film Parasite won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. He has a knack for making movies about class structure, and Mickey 17's no different. They treat Mickey as an oddity, like he's a second-class citizen, like he's less than human, and rarely give him the credit he deserves. For example, when they first arrive at the new planet, they send Mickey out to test if there are any unknown airborne viruses, and we're told that 3 or 4 Mickeys suffered horrible deaths before scientists were able to develop a vaccine. Mickey 17 is oddly comedic though, more in line with a Wes Anderson film. The humor is dry and dark, it's billed as a black comedy, and I liked it. Mickey 17 is adapted from the Edward Ashton novel Mickey 7, and besides adding 10 more Mickeys, one of the major changes that Bong Joon-Ho made was he turned Mickey into a more simple-minded fellow. It's an interesting choice and explains why he goes along with all the jobs they have for him. Pattinson plays Mickey as if he's the outcasted kid in the schoolyard who's willing to eat bugs to get in with the cool kids. It's an interesting film, but there are other films that deal with the sci-fi in a better, smarter fashion. That's not to say it's a bad film, just don't go into it looking for much science fiction. The science is a backdrop for a larger conversation about class structure and society. It doesn't portray capitalists very well, as we see from the buffoonish Ruffalo character. It's Trump, he's playing Trump, and presents the idea of socialism in a warm fuzzy glow. Mickey doesn't have much, but what he can offer is being the guinea pig. He understands his role and is willing to put himself at risk for the sake of the colony. Oh, and there's some beautiful cinematography on display here from director of photography Darius Kanji. Among his long list of credits are Uncut Gems, Seven, and, we're gonna go back to 1991 for this one, Delicatessen. It's a French, post-apocalyptic black comedy about a landlord who owns a butcher shop that serves up human flesh to his tenants. Before you judge, go check it out, it's great. Anyway, film is about community, so I want to read your comments about Mickey 17 below. I'm Mike, and I love film.